gulf. We forsaken, forever condemned to taste burdened air and churning ash, racked for eternity, with obdurate pride and steadfast hate. We, who chose never to yield or submit, strived to make a heaven of hell. We raised our great capital, Pandemonium, from which his dark majesty ruled, till vanished he did from his infernal throne. From our strongholds deep we now rage against one another, each fixing our plans upon the throne. Here, at last, I shall be free. To reign is worth ambition, though in this place of darkness made visible, better to rule in hell than serve in heaven.
Hello everyone, my name is Ayo, Ine, or both, and today we're gonna be checking Solium Infernum. Truth be told, I've already played this game a while ago, and well, I mostly played it in single player. But today, what we are gonna do is something special. Oh, first I should say what this game is basically about. This game is basically a multiplayer turn-based game where, well, it is kind of complex and original in how it handles everything. So it is kind of difficult for me to explain. But what we're gonna be doing is playing an asynchronous multiplayer game, which means that this game is gonna probably take a lot of time to finish. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna record this first video, and I think that the rest of the games will be recorded in a very different way. Like maybe I take like a bunch of days to record every single game of them, because this being turn-based and also being multiplayer, many things can happen. So yeah. The Dark Majesty has vanished, and the conclave of Pandemonium holds for a replacement. You are an archfiend, ruler of a great house of hell, and yours is the right to claim the infernal throne. Build your prestige, command your legions, and surpass your fellow fallen by blood or treachery. No sin is beneath you. This is hell after all. So yeah, our main goal is to basically like rule hell in any capacity we can, and there are a lot of special mechanics to take into account when playing with with people in this game. So it is, all things considered, pretty cool. I think I'm gonna start editing this video, yeah, because I don't think it's gonna be like really fun to just like move around the cursor and just like not do much else. So first of all, what we want to do is, alright, well, before starting this game you have to choose like a bunch of relics. Like here you have your legions. We're playing as Andromalius, basically because of the aesthetic, not because of the charisma or the stats involved, but I'll show you really fast soon. So we got the legions, which are these, and these are the units that we can like move around. Yeah. We have the Praetors, which are the champions of battle and champions of the arena. So the thing is that Praetors can be used to empower like legions, but at the same time they can be used in duels against other players, which is really fun. It is a really fun concept, and it actually allows us to enact vendettas and a lot of other stuff without having to go to war. All things considered, it is pretty cool. It is all like, this game has a lot of very original and cool mechanics that I don't think I can explain properly, more out of my lack of expertise than, you know, actual lack of mechanics and features. So then we would have like places of power, which these are like the buildings of this game, and each of them have to be conquered, save for our stronghold, which is basically the main our main HQ, so to speak, like our main headquarters. And here we can get like, we can add like transfer artifacts, praetors, or even devise stratagems. It has a bunch of stats that are taken into account in combat, and it goes in the turn order of first range discalculated, then melee, and then infernal. And it's all basically a numbers game. Well, basically. Then we have artifacts, which provide a bunch of effects, manuscripts, which allow us to essentially like improve our praetors, giving them specific skills, or a bunch of other stuff. I will show you soon. And then the vault, where we just like store everything. Then we have orders, which we can take more orders the moment we get into our sanctum and level up our powers, which take offerings to level up. That is also important. And then there is an order to each thing that we do. So usually the quality of our manuscripts or tribute will increase if we do it the first turn, but obviously everyone is gonna take the first turn and then the second. So like if I start taking tribute the first turn, but my rival here, Mammon, takes his first turn to just like beeline for me and attack me, like he would get me completely because I haven't used my first order. You know what I mean? It's like everyone takes their first order, starting with the regent. I am the regent in this case, and then everyone takes their second order. You know what I mean? So right now this is gonna be a testing video, so to speak, and I don't think I'm gonna edit anything because I actually want to explore everything a bit and see what we should be doing. This game is really cool and has a niche community and of sorts. I've played with this community at one point, like a bunch of years ago, and it was pretty fun. So I don't know. Now that I was making like, you know, stuff in a YouTube channel, I was like, maybe it would be fun to just like play a bit this game and showcase it. Maybe do a series, although it would be like a very lengthy series because this game is gonna take like a big while to get it going. But well, let's stop talking, so I never stop rambling, and we're gonna start playing and seeing what do we end up doing. Everyone has taken their turn, save for me and Mammon, so yeah, this is gonna be taking a while. First of all though, your legion, chosen of Andromalius, has distinguished itself on the field of battle. Select which aspect of martial warfare they will tirelessly train to improve as their reward. So I think I'm just gonna start using my notepad just in case, to be sure of what I'm actually doing. So we are basically surrounded by everyone. Mammon is a... I'm just gonna... Memon, Lilith, who else? Taroth and Belial are threats. So who is not a threat? That is gonna be the easier question. Who is not the easier threat? I would say it is Beelzebub, who is not the main threat. Not, for now, a threat. Why did I use two parentheses there? Alright, so Man, I just really love the aesthetics of this game. The aesthetics is always such a weak spot of mine. Alright, so what do we want to do at first? Ideally, we could just go for the seed strength. Increases the chance these rituals will succeed. Prophecy. These places of power actually increase our stats. We can see, well, this is our domain, but these are basically our stats, our rank, and all the different statistics. Ideally, what we want is to level up our rank as fast as possible so that we get a lot of bonuses and our tribute quality increases. Yeah. Because the effects are, let me tell you, extremely noticeable. Although I don't think that you should like you can just see how many things we get by just upgrading ranks. In truth, we even need better ranks to use special diplomatic abilities. So if we, for example, want to use diplomacy against Lilith, let's say, there is the demand, insult, declare, propose, and message, which is pretty fun. This is one of the features that I like a lot, to just send messages and do a little bit of roleplay and be a bit dumb. So, we can, for example, do extort. We can't because we don't have the appropriate rank, which is something. It is one of the main reasons why we need to improve our rank. Princex, blood food, assert, weakness, emissary. Yeah. So ideally, what should be doing now? Well, I'm gonna show you. I think I'm just gonna edit this video because if not, it's just gonna be me scrolling around endlessly to show everything. Even though it's not really that interesting, but I just found it like extremely beautiful to watch. Like all the scenario, the specific effects. I don't know. I just like it a lot. So what was I gonna do? I was gonna show off rank, powers. I don't remember what I was gonna show off. Here we've got the events, which are the events that we can like propose for them to occur at a cost, of course. And then the plots, which actually allow us to increase our prestige further and faster. Now, oh yeah, the most important part is the bazaar. I will show it right now. We got like these specific features and these specific rituals, which allows us to do a bunch of stuff, like from weakening our enemies to getting extra stats for our legions to just like not allowing our enemies to move. Yeah, and all of these effects can be resisted. So it is an investment of sorts. And here we can see our strength and our resistance to each of these. It is also a bit of a chances game. So, alright, now we should actually start doing something now. Because this game is gonna... This is basically gonna be a long-term project of sorts, because this is gonna be like an asynchronous multiplayer match, and yeah, it's gonna take a while, taking into account that the max turns are 70, and the limit of turns, well, the limit to act, it's like 2 days. So yeah, anything could happen at this point. There is plenty of time to do anything. Obviously, I'm not gonna keep everyone waiting here like 3 billion years for everything. But you know, it is a possibility. You could get trapped in here with me forever. So, alright. Now, we should actually start doing something now. Because this game is gonna... This is basically gonna be a long-term project of sorts. Because this is gonna be like an asynchronous multiplayer match, and yeah, it's gonna take a while, taking into account that the max turns are 70, and the limit of turns, well, the limit to act, it's like 2 days. So yeah, anything could happen at this point. There is plenty of time to do anything. Obviously, I'm not gonna keep everyone waiting here like 3 billion years for everything. But you know, it is a possibility. You could get trapped in here with me forever. And then here is the bazaar, which is the most important part of all. Dude, I really like the art style of these beings. It's all really cool. What a shame that they aren't like really good, to be honest. But and in this game, for example, it is pretty important to have like a bunch of legions surrounding you, so they can support your attacks, as that actually increases the stats of everyone involved, like support, warfare, and all that. So here we can buy like legions, praetors, which are basically like champions, and artifacts, manuscripts. Yeah, it's all pretty cool. Unfortunately though, every single thing costs a turn, which is not fun because enemies can actually snatch our bits if we are not fast enough. So first what I'm gonna do is get maximum HP is really good, to be honest, like really good. And now what we really want to do is to melee first. Alright, what we are gonna do first is maybe we should get more tribute, but I don't think it is like strictly necessary. What we actually want though is to get this praetor as fast as possible. In fact, every single one of these praetors is pretty expensive, and we can't really afford any of them. And I fear that I will get absolutely screwed on the only praetor that I actually want. So we are gonna pay a lot. We shouldn't. I'm thinking that we should pay like a lot, to be honest, for this one. But I'm struggling because, of course, like we are gonna be like wasting all of our tribute in just a single champion that could get like destroyed immediately at some point. Truth be told, yeah, because the enemy can actually like steal your praetor, or I believe that instantly like kill him if we don't have like enough resistance to avoid prophecy or deceit attacks, rituals. So all things considered, this is like a gamble of sorts, but we actually need a champion. Like, that is something that we need, even more so if we are starting as a charisma archfiend, because charisma will allow us to do a bunch of extra things. Oh my bad. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely edit all of this because it's gonna get, yeah, interesting, so to speak. So first of all, I think that we should actually keep one. We should actually like seek manuscripts. Like getting extra tribute is fine, but what we really want to do right now is to range damage taken by defenders. Oh. Well, that is gonna be an issue though. Like they would do like 2 damage and 5 damage. They would do 7 damage, which is a big deal, to be fair. We do need all of this help if we ever wanna do something. In truth, I'm not sure if I'm just gonna upload this video at any point, because I actually think it would be better for this match to fully finish before I actually start like editing it to play it. Yeah, well, not to play it, but like to upload it into my channel. So I'll see how I manage that. I think I'll just like edit it. The thing is that I don't really like editing videos to just like cut parts, because I like talking and I like people to listen to me, and everything that I say it in a thoughtful manner. Like I just do not like blabber for the sake of blabbering. Like I actually try to say stuff and to express myself. So editing it, yes, maybe it would be more fun to watch, but I also want people to know what kind of person I am by the things that I say, and by how I explain myself and express myself. I'm just not some sort of channel that thinks about all of this as some sort of business. I just want to have fun. I don't know, I'm just talking to myself at this point. So, the first order will be to get like a proper Praetor. That is like basically what we need. And after that, I think we should get manuscripts. Like I know it's not like the most efficient option, because we don't really... Well, I could just like start insulting everyone. No, wait, I've got a better plan. We'll get a plot. That way we will be able to start getting our prestige back. And if anyone starts like, you know, starts insulting us, we'll just get like our Praetor to put them in their place. So I would say that all things considered, we'll be able to manage this, I'd say. Okay, so now our turn is submitted, and we'll just have to wait for Mammon to act. I'll stop the recording. We will continue the next time. Although I'm not sure if I should upload this video, as I said before, because this is basically the first turn of the match. And it would be a bit strange if the people that I'm playing with suddenly came across my channel and started watching all my moves. It would be a bit strange. Like we would be at a huge disadvantage out of nowhere, and the game would be kind of ruined. So yeah, this is gonna be basically like the first video of the first turn and the first day, and well, I suppose I'll just have to edit it. I'll try to edit it like a little, just a little, so it doesn't become bothersome, but yeah, that should be it. I'll see you in the next turn. Let's hope it happens soon. And let's hope no one leaves, but you know, it is a multiplayer match. Anything can happen. So we'll see what happens.